Well, welcome to another session of TechTime. Thanks for joining in today. You can sign up for future webinars here on our link and take notes. If you got any answers, questions, please send them in to us at tech support. For myself, today I'm Jim Strandlund, part of the technical services team. There's some phone numbers for you guys to look at that you can find who we are and where we are. We are hosted by Intertech University and Intertech Energy and Technology. Our websites are there. Don't hesitate to give us a look and welcome your inquiries. Some of the faces with the names in our tech support team that you may call in occasionally and see who we are. So let's get started. One thing about leak stop chemicals and things, there are many different manufacturers and styles of leak stop chemicals. Some work, some may cause problems. Make sure you always follow manufacturer's installation directions and make sure to ask questions if you're not sure if it will work with your system. One thing that I've learned with leak stop chemicals is make sure they're compatible with the brazed plate heat exchangers. Personal experience we'll talk a little bit about today with some of the products that I've seen out there. These products I'm showing you are on the market today. Some of them may plug up brazed plate heat exchangers, and I will honestly tell you that 2 of these I have used and had an issue with brazed plates. When you start plugging them up, then you've got a really lot of work to try to get them unplugged. Now, I've used some of these chemicals on loop fields with heat pumps that were coaxial and with great success in stopping some leaks. We actually had a case where I went to a job site and added 25 gallons of fluid to the loop field and added one of these chemicals in a matter of, let's see, about a week. We let the pumps run constantly and went back. It sealed it up and had never been back since. So I know some of this stuff does work. Personal experience, like I said, be careful, follow the manufacturer's recommendations, and don't be afraid to ask questions from your supplier how they work. Intertech brought on this product a while back, Fernox F4 leak sealer. Now, what I really like about this product is it's safe with brazed plate heat exchangers. What you're going to see is the bottle on the right is an easy pour-in system. Intertech doesn't carry at this time, the Express, which is a pressurized system, so you don't have to drain or hook up pumps. And I'll show you as we go. So those are highly recommended by us to stop small weeps and leaks. And one thing you can remember, what's really nice about the F4 and the bottle on the right, if you have a non-pressurized flow center, that can be just dumped in and added to your system. One of these bottles treats up to like 34 gallons of your fluid. So make sure you know how much fluid is in your loop field system, buffer tank system, depending on what you're trying to seal up. Good product. So I did a recent buffer tank exchange replacement. And I had some leaks I'm going to show you here in a second, and threaded fittings with lots of pipe dope, and it still had leaks. Well, I decided not to tear the whole thing apart and start over, but I'll show you what I did here. Some of the pictures and the piping you'll see here was not done by me, was done by a previous installation contractor. So I want to make sure that that's clear. So I've got some 2 pipe thread leaking fittings. As you can see, I put some plastic pails underneath to watch and see the severity of the leaks that I had. The discoloration in the floor isn't actually any water leaks. There's a issue with the pipes coming in through the wall that leak water, and so it stained the floor over times. But the pink you can see is the antifreeze system in my hydronic portion of the geothermal loop field. So after about 7 days, you can see how much fluid I obtained from the leakage. So it's pretty severe, and I'm saying, well, do I sweat, pipe, cut, and do all these things? But I said, well, I'm going to try the F4 leak stop chemical. And some of the pictures that you'll have here on the far left is by using a smaller circulator purging pump that I used to use for pipe purging hydronic radiant floor systems such as. And in the middle picture, I'm actually dumping in the Fernox into a pail. So I'm actually sucking out of that pail, pushing it in the heat into the buffer tank system and recirculating back into the pail. On the far right picture, you can actually see that it's actually mixing and circulating through. So this is one of the methods that's real easy to add the Fernox chemical into your system, whether it's your hydronic radiant system or your geothermal loop field. The pour in stuff is real handy. Okay, so here's another pictures of me also adding in the Fernox Express, which is a pressurized system that can put it into an existing system without draining all the fluids. Now, the one thing that this is pressurized with micro air bubbles, so pay attention to make sure that you have air elimination systems or we don't create a problem adding air into it. So after the next day, obviously I had drained my pans and went back the next day, and as you can see, I didn't have any more leaks. I was very impressed with the Fernox leak stop chemical. Highly recommended. Intertech has it in stock. It is a good product and works very, very well. So don't hesitate to give it a try. Sometimes it's a lot handier than just decoupling and unhooking all your press fittings or threaded fittings. And I can honestly say that this was done like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. I still don't have any leaks and it's still holding strong. So with that, I want you to remember at Intertech University, we have playlists here, videos and playlists. When you go to the playlist, you can actually pull up the different courses we have, different programs. And as you will see, we've got been doing this for over 2 years. There's plenty of them to watch and learn. So please pass this on to your teammates and take a look at these. And if you got any questions, send them in to us at technicalservices@intertechgeo.com. And again, I appreciate you tuning in and hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.